Okay, so in this video, I'm going to talk about sequences and how we can apply sequences when we have the equation. So given a sequence, say here, up here in this example, I have 12, 5, -2, -9. And I went ahead and already found the equation for this sequence, and this is actually called the explicit equation, which we'll get into. This is the equation for it. T of n equals -7n plus 19. That means we are minusing 7 each time from one term to the next term, and our zero term here is a plus 19, which does not actually show up in the sequence. But my question here is find the 83rd term. So when I say find the 83rd term, what I'm saying is in the sequence, what would be the 83rd number that would show up? So what would be in the 83rd position? So when we think about that, remember that is telling us so when we're thinking about that, it tells us we're given our term number. That means 83 is our n value. And so what it's asking for is for us to find t of 83. We're trying to figure out what would the term number be, or what would the term be in the 83rd position. So given term number 83, what is the term? So I'm going to go ahead and put 83 in for n. That's what it's asking. So I'm going to use my equation. I'm going to say t of 83 because n is my 83. And then I'm going to replace it in everything now as well. So I'm going to have -7 times 83, and then I'm going to have plus 19. Now I just solved this. So when I solve this here, I'm going to do -7 times 83, which I need to use a calculator for. I can't do that one in my head. -7 times 83 gets us -581. And then we're going to plus 19 to that. So plus 19 means we are at -562. So what I do is I need to make sure I leave this in my function notation. So t of 83 equals -562. So in the 83rd position, so at term number 83, our term is -562. So -562 would show up in our sequence. So let's do one more here. Let's say I have B. Let's say I want to find the 100th term. Okay. Same thing goes for this one. They're saying find the 100th term. So find what number would be in the 100th position in that sequence. Or if you were to write out all the numbers, what would be the 100th number you would write out? So remember, this is going to represent our n value. So I'm going to go ahead and put that in for n in my equation. So I'm going to say t of 100 equals -7 times, there's another n, so times 100 plus 19. Now in solving this, -7 times 100 is -700 plus 19. So I get so I'm -700 plus 19 is -681. Now I need to make sure I write that back in my function notation. So t of 100 equals -681. That way if somebody reads that, they know the 100th term is -681. So in the sequence at spot 100, I have -681. If you have any questions, please let me know on this.